I secretly added onions to the food and she flipped out. Am I the asshole for putting onions and garlic in the food I fed my family after my sister-in-law said onions were too spicy? So I'm a 17-year-old girl and I live with my family still. I contribute my fair share in cooking, cleaning, and I go to school. I am currently trying to get a job. Anyway, recently my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law, has moved right next to us so that they're over all the time for dinner. And maybe 3 months ago, my sister-in-law saw me cutting up onions and putting them into a pan for dinner, and she threw a fit saying onions were too spicy for me to cook, and she wasn't going to eat any if I made whatever it was that I was making with onions. So I had to throw away everything and restart, because if I didn't, then I would get yelled at, and that's the worst thing. So I'd rather just throw it away. Well, the same dinner I made without onions and garlic, she said had no flavor. And even though that happened, for maybe a week, I didn't add onions and garlic, and every time I didn't, she would complain saying it had no flavor. So since then, I've decided to prepare dinner maybe an hour before they come over so they don't see me cutting onions and garlic. I've also made sure to do it when none of my siblings are around so they don't see and in turn tell my sister-in-law.